Intellectual property, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because once I became the owner, Itamar transferred all the game's rights and etc.
Right. Okay. Hold on. Let me just think about this real quick. So you said why you tried all that kind of stuff. I mean, if you have no experience in the SCP genre, how would you you had no experience at all? How are you expected to lead this? Like, you're gonna have someone else to run it for you? That's known. Like, if none of the All-Files are gonna come back, and you basically know nothing about this community, neither do I. But you know nothing about this community entirely. You just bought it for your own things, and most thing people here are worried about is if it's gonna be a cash grab. What are you gonna do, bro?
So our first development plans is we're gonna be working on the new site, on the community end. So we're gonna have it so it's a serious roleplay site, and then we're gonna work on Site 17 revamp sometime in the future, whenever we get the time. And I know this community is really big, and I kind of got myself into a big hole, but
yeah,
I plan to get to know the community more and actually make myself reputable in it and show.
Okay.
And I do have some knowledge on the SCP genre as a whole, but not this group specifically. But hopefully, I get to know the community.
Okay. I'm gonna ask them real quick. Actually, this is just for everyone here because I want to actually see what exactly everyone feels about you, based on what you've heard from this person, from Beard. How do you guys feel about it? On Beard himself, based on this, because again, I know that he bought this group out of nowhere, but how do you guys feel about this? He has no reason to run the site. Again, yeah, that's a good reason. I mean, I don't know why. I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, bro, why did you buy this?
Why?
Yes, why?
Because I see that the group is shutting down, and I know it has potential, and I know it can go way beyond than what Itamar has done. I have the resources, I have the people, and I have the drive to actually fix the group, and I don't understand why people originally were wanting it to close when it can be so much better than what it is.
Okay. I really do want to ask him. You know what? I might say that for Inamar, but how much when Ferrari do him? How much was it for, bro? Bro, I heard it was some.
I don't. It's a touchy subject, but Inamar trusted me enough with the group, so I'll just leave it at that.
All right. I see. Hold on. Let me. Okay, I'm actually gonna ask them from this real quick. Actually, did Inamar tell you anything about this at all? About how the council felt about this, like the Alpha Council, or how anyone of the High Command felt about this? Did he just how did this go down, bro?
So
this seemed like it happened really fast.
Yeah, it was fast. It was unplanned. Originally, 20, 30 minutes, we had a quick meeting, and then I was asking him all questions about the SCPF that I have to worry about. And he told me that Itamar did not shut down the group himself, but the council did, without his even recognition about it. And then
I'm sorry,
yeah, the
council shut down you can't shut down your own group.
I don't know. That's what he said. I asked him who shut down your group, and then he said the council did. So I was like, okay, that's kind of weird.
I'll ask him when I do an interview on him later. But I don't know if I can I'll believe that. I'll believe that actually, but the council shut down the group.
I'm just repeating what he told me.
Okay, I'll ask him that when the podcast comes, because that sounds so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
It was the council's right to shut down the group after anyone neglected it for months. Okay. Yeah. Okay. People need this. Okay, I'm gonna say this right now. Actually, I'm gonna read everything this is, and people are gonna hate me for this. People need to understand this is not an O5. This is not a real life foundation. This is an SCP Roblox community, bro. The owner still has the final say, no matter what regard it is, bro. This is not This is not a real life. You're not in charge of some special SCP containing things. You're not in charge of the goddamn military. You're a Roblox group. The owner has final say in it. That's what I got to say, bro.
All right, I'm gonna be bringing in Jacob, the old 05. He wants to ask me a question.
All right. However, in this one though, because actually, executive funds. Is that executive funds actually? Yeah, it is. Okay. So, but if he did neglect the group, and that's what the best thing to do is, it is better to just have it shut down to be milked by someone else. But I mean, again, if you say you're gonna do shit, you say you're gonna do shit right, yeah. I'm unbelieving that. But I don't know if I can. Well, I'll have to see for myself.
Yeah.
Because if you can't provide that, just end it. Just end this era, man.
Within the first month of me owning the group, I'm gonna be posting teasers like pretty regularly after we establish, 05s and level 4s and all that, because I want to worry about departments and shit like that first, and then I'll be showing development, which we already have a dev team in place. We're still hiring still, but we have the basic developers we need for a new site.
Okay. I'm reading this stuff so much right now.
Yeah, just ask me anything from there.
Yeah, I'm reading the community and Q&A actually. Let me read this actually real quick.
Hey, Blucon, you hear me? Okay, cool. It's working. So I just kind of wanted to be up here, just kind of clarify on what happened with itamar and shutting the group down. We did not exactly make the decision to shut the group down. We were talking to itamar. We were finding and talking to him and finding every possible way to continue the group. We looked at volunteers to making a new site. We looked at trying to do public fundraising. We looked at previous funds. We looked at a bunch of different paths, but when it came down to it, volunteers weren't working. Public funding was complicated, and we realized we would not make nearly enough from that to actually fund a new site to continue. And then itamar had been taking a lot of funds to Code Red, so we didn't have a lot of funding left over. The little funding that we did had was hidden from us. We didn't get to see anything about how much we had. And when we contacted him, he basically ended up telling us that he thought it was better that we move away from the group aspect of the game and turn into a community server. And we had also proposed him handing off the group to one of the counselors or one of the previous counselors, and just trying to find a way to survive with a more present administrator. One of the biggest issues we had was for months, the council had no contact with him other than a single person who was the overseeing foreperson. Best way to see them is the head of the council. They were the only one who had contact with itamar, and even then, it would sometimes take weeks for a response, and even longer for actual action to be taken. So at the end of it, it wasn't us turning on him and shutting the group down. It was he wanted to move away from the game aspect, and we felt really bad for the community because we had been trying to release a new site for quite some time, and it made lots of promises about it. And then that was suddenly, brought down on them that no, this is not going to be happening. So we organized transfers into other active foundations. That way they could get some sort of compensation and continue playing in a similar type of game.
Yeah.
And then the next day, we were not made aware of any sort of group transfer, giveaway, sell, whatever it was. We were not made aware. We found out at the same time as everybody else, which is kind of why there was a lot of confusion and chaos. Bearded contacted me and one other counselor that I know of for sure a little bit beforehand, and we just don't know why.
God, man, tomorrow or with Thursday going to be interesting when I interview him. Okay, so you're basically saying Itamar didn't tell the council about anything, and he's saying that you guys should have done a group, but you're saying, and Unified Council is saying, I guess you represent Unified Council, that you were not told anything about this, and you were just left in the dark as everyone else, and which is why I guess the response came.
As far as we were concerned, the group would be shutting down on his accord and turned into a community server. This was going to become a community server just for the current community, past members, future members who like this genre to hang out and interact with each other. So yeah, we had no clue about any possible, or rather, let me clarify, he had not made us aware of any possible buy. We had been contacted by a few people who were interested in buying, and were talking to Itamar, but Itamar told us nothing. There was actually another group who we had a whole group chat with them, and they were trying to propose, this whole game plan and everything. And as a council, we said, no, we're simply not interested in participating after this buy. We're ready for the group to kind of end.
Respectively, I think it should have ended, but it's not right now. But that's whatever. We'll see what happens. And okay, why didn't he just give it to one of the 05 council members?
We don't know.
Isn't that the? I'm just saying, in anything, because he likes money.
I mean, yeah, I figured that's probably the reason.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that meme that fucking someone made with the Israeli flag. Oh,
yeah, I've seen that a lot.
Oh my god. No,
and
but
I mean, no disrespect when I say this to you, Beard, or when I say this, not to you, but it would have gone over better if it had been handed off to Riser or previous 052, who was reputable in this foundation, who was known by the people more.
It was just again, chaos. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, it should have been to a council member or someone respectable in the community. Like, it should have been a vote between the council. This man already has 1.7 million Robux he just devved out. And again, I'm going to this again. Why do you need to get more?
A few people asked me if we knew about the 1.7 in funds siphoned away. No, we had no access to see group funds. We were not told of any funds. We were told multiple times that we had no funds, that we were practically broke. So, no, we did not know.
Yeah, so much for being broke, huh? Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, well, now you guys might as well be broke. Well, I guess, I don't know, Bearded, he got stuff. But, man really just withdrew 1.7 million and said, no. Actually, I knew that was a lie, because he told me that he had about over $1 million for Code Red.
Yeah.
So I knew that was a lie from the jump.
We knew that a lot of money was being taken to Code Red, and we thought that's where all of it had gone. Not that we still
what
had
even
any.
was Code Red?
Code Red? No, Code Red had zero involvement with this group. It was completely unrelated. It was just owned by him, Itamar, as well.
Why do people do that? I'm sorry, but you have a chance, like, if you gotta make something new, to make the SCP genre is dying. It is dying so much. We peaked during COVID. We are dying. And you're just gonna have all these new things and say, hey, let me do something different. Like, yeah, respectively, yeah, make your own things, but the SCP genre is dying. It's going to die because no one's making anything new, and you're gonna do this. And more nails in the coffin, man. I'm just saying right now.
Code Red has been in development for 2 years, bro.
Yeah, we've heard information that he's actually trying to sell it off to a development studio.
Of course he is.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I also heard from another developer who worked on the project for like a week. They were hired like after the project already started. They get on studio and everything, take a look at the code, and like a couple of days later, we're like, "Yeah, I'm out of here."
Jesus Christ, man! I'm trying to be as neutrally biased as neutral as possible, but it's hard right now. It's so hard because. And it's most of it is not even towards it's just towards Itamar.
I mean, there's a lot of confusion, obviously, between the community and Bearded, but I think one thing we can all agree on is that Itamar fucked everybody over here in this situation. I don't feel like there's any way you can deny that.
Right. Well, we'll get more clarity once I interview him later on, because I was putting on that. But God, I don't know how it's gonna work. It's gonna be fucking terrible for me. But Jesus Christ.
Someone asked if that was enough to fund Novus. I don't think it was going to be enough to fully fund it, but we definitely could have done something with that funding.
1.7 million.
1.7
That's a
million
lot
is a
that
lot.
could be used for any group, man. That's like
I don't know how many of y'all are aware of this, but the Site 17 revamp, it was a roleplay site that was supposed to be used to help us make money. It was fully built, had GUIs. It just needed scripting. One of our big plans that we wanted to propose to Itamar was transfer the group over to us. We'll try to get Site 17 pushed out and use it for future funding to hopefully gain a large return, and then we can use that to finish Novus, which was our main site. Had we been given the group and that funding, I genuinely believe we could have done something with it, but was not to be.
Hold on. I'm gonna. Okay. Actually, hold on. This is an idea that actually was the thing, right? Would you consider giving the group back to a council member and remain as an investor? I know you guys know that, but at the same time, like, if the worst case scenarios, if this still would have happened, I think Bearded should have been like more of a community owner than the actual thing to touch the actual thing with, like just be in charge of like the community thing. And like keep like the whole like RP, like serious RP section of it gun, and you just be in charge of like the development aspect and the RP versions, but keep the serious part of it to the O5 council. That would have been so much better. I don't know why NMR did not say, oh my God, but sorry, but that's just my personal opinion.
I mean, I'm willing to let the O5 council back. I'm willing to work with them as well, and I have the necessary resources that they need to, like, I will give them money to do whatever they want. I will actually give them expenses and fix the group, hopefully. Like releasing a new the Novus site 17 revamped, all that shit.
So yeah, I mean, just put like have one of the O5 comes be having like an O5X, and just have like this control the serious RP site of it. I don't know why every single person. I mean, I know why every single person like from the O5 console left because you guys just explained it to me. But if you can manage to get most of those people back and just have it like an O5X control that serious aspect, you guys should not really have anything to worry about. Again, if they say yes, and that's just whatever. I mean, that's just my personal opinion. There should be an O5X. Beard should just like be in control of like the development and like community space of it, and he can run some things in the background if he so wishes, because he's still the owner of the group. But man, I don't know. That's just what I think. Fuck. Yeah.
Jacob, do you have any more questions?
The main thing I wanted to know is, I sent you a DM. Why did it take so long for you to contact us? Like, I know you contacted me and Tommy beforehand a little bit, and it wasn't an awful amount of time, but it was enough time to let shit go out of hand.
Originally, what I was planning on doing, I was in a VC with Itamar before, getting the group, and then I asked him if there was an O5 council group chat so I could talk with you beforehand, and he said that there was no group chat whatsoever, and I did not have any knowledge that there was an O5 council Discord until after the fact I got access to the Discord holder account. So then I started trying to DM you guys individually. I DM'd you, and I forgot who the other O5 council member was. And then, like 20 minutes after I bought the group, I messaged the O5 Discord. That's in the main Discord. Like if you scroll all the way down, the Overwatch command channel, I messaged you guys in there, and I didn't get a response. So.
But what about beforehand, before the group was bought?
Yeah, no, I tried, but Itamar didn't even tell me that there was a O5 Council Discord or not. So I kind of just rolled with it, and then it was a shitty transition. I didn't get to talk with you guys or anything, and I can't really fully blame myself for that, but because it wasn't as planned as it was meant to be.
I think you want to know what I think you should do, Bearded. Just do it. I mean, I don't know if you already have a plan for like the things like the. Okay, actually, I want to ask who every single person is here. Okay. Starting with Mouse. Who's Mouse actually?
Who?
Who is everyone here like that's talking right now as they want to talk? Because I know a lot of people were like fearing tier or something.
Yeah.
So I just want to know
05, one of the 05 counselors.
These are okay.
Valuto is a developer. Tigers is site director. Rangers is sitting there, and then Mystic was the guy who was originally interviewing me.
Okay. That makes sense.
Hello there. I've requested to also speak in here because I had a couple questions. I am one of the old senior developers from the previous manufacturing department.
So
I wanted to ask, and I realize you sort of don't want to answer this because it is, as you said, a touchy question. But once more, this question is less of a reflection on you and more of a reflection on Itamar. Because of how much the question is essentially how much did he sell the group to you for? Because like it's essentially how much he betrayed the group for. And as somebody amongst a lot of other people who have spent countless hours on this group and like on the game, and especially like developing the game, I think we all deserve to know.
Well, I'll tell you this: it was worth it, in a sense. If that, it was.
Beer, just give us a rough number. Just give us like a number in between. See, that's the best way to clarify it. Just give us a rough. Like it was worth it. That's just gonna make people feel that they don't get a fair question.
The problem is that I want to essentially like my place isn't here to judge. My place is here to essentially get the facts straight. So as long as ambiguity exists for this question, I thank you for like screen sharing what Itamar did like by taking the funds out. But as long as ambiguity exists, people are going to come up with their own answers, and that in the long run could cause more problems that you just may not want.
It wasn't low, and for a rough estimate, I'll say it was 4 figures.
Okay.
Yeah. But at the same time, he was getting higher offers, and he said he would give it to me instead for a lower price because that we're friends and I'm trusted. I was, I don't know if you know, I'm the community manager for Code Red. I have experience with Itamar, and he knows how I work, and he knows that it's beneficial for me to own the group because I can get this going on the right path instead of shutting it down.
All right. I thank you for your answer.
Okay. Man really got all the requests he wanted and sold this group for 4 figures or some 4 figures. It's crazy. Right. Let me just put it. People want to know your past history, so you can, if you want to explain that. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure I've already said that, but
yeah. So I basically do groups. Some cash grab. Well, most of them cash grab. You know, things don't end up as expected sometimes, and I have to let the groups go. But with a group of this size and the community background on it, I'm not really looking to focus on a cash grab aspect of this. I want to release Novus, the new site that we're going to be working on, and then sometime in the future release Site 17 revamped because we're getting a script there sometime today.
Okay. What is the context of the screenshot saying how much this dedicated community would make you?
What do you mean?
No, look in Q&A. Jax, not Jax. Right. This is
for some insurance of how Site 17 and Novus will be completed. We're going to be posting teasers and we're going to be hosting alpha testing sessions once we get stabilized and we fix apartments and whatnot, and we'll just be showing the development progress. All the admin abuse is resolvable. We can fix it. It's not an issue. Same with the documents. It's just finding the right people to lead the departments, which I have to bring in people who are in the group and are known in the community. I can't bring in external people because that would be a very bad look for me. Yeah. That's out of context. I'll show you again though. So.
Oh my gosh, bro. Right. I was gonna say something about this right now. Okay. So none of the 05 councils have been picked yet, right?
No.
Or have they?
No. Nobody set in stone.
You need to get the old executives back.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to bring back Jacob for an instance, see if he's interested.
Give them I think you need to wait you need to wait because again, we can't reverse what happened, and nor do people at this point. I don't want to. If Itamar is going to treat his group with this much disrespect and this much just, it's just baffling. Why does he? He doesn't deserve this group anymore. If he's going to treat he doesn't deserve this group if he isn't going to treat it with this much respect. Like there's no respect in this whatsoever. He doesn't deserve it. So you need to wait like a week or something. Everything to calm down. You need to say how things are going to be, right? I personally think, this is my opinion, and I think I saw a lot of people say it was a good idea. But again, get an 05X to handle the serious RP aspect of things that knows the community and a familiar face, right? And you just handle the development and RP side of it, right? And have a familiar community be its community. Let things be the way they are. Don't really try to change whatever it is inside of it unless they want to. And you just do the RP side of it. That's what I think. I mean, I know you have your own plans and all that kind of stuff, and that could be, you can share those with people. No one's stopping you really. But I just think that the community should be with the community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we plan on having, since we're going to be hiring a lot of developers, we're just going to split them into 2 teams, obviously. Get both sites up in the works, and then since Area 14 got leaked, we're going to be focusing primarily on Novus, because the community needs something to play. But in the meantime, we're going to be fixing Area 14 so it's actually playable, because we don't have the Eve bot anymore, which is unfortunate.
Just revert things back. I mean,
no, we
you can't do that.
You can't. EveBot was a major. I don't know how to say it. It was a major pillar of the game. It handled bans. It handled a lot of different stuff.
I see.
So in order to do that, we're going to have to get a new bot made, or we're just going to remove the aspects totally and just make it rely on scripts and whatnot.
Okay. All right. I think my time here, right? Oh, does he think that he can revive this? Do you think he can revive this SCPF?
Yeah, easily. Over time, yeah. Without a doubt.
Okay. Well, I got this one thing to say, Bearden, before I leave.
Yep.
Before I leave.
So,
and everyone else, they can ask their own questions. He'll read them off, whatever.
Yeah.
If you do manage to do this, I mean, you are in charge of, right now, the groups that are like the founding fathers of the SCP genre.
Yeah.
You're one of the founding fathers of it, and you know that, obviously.
Yeah.
Hopefully. It's like a founding father, right? One of them. And so, hopefully you don't go down a path that will mark your history as just the person that got it and killed it and made the foundation worse. And, I think, with the right people and having you making the right decisions, you will do fine,
Yeah.
I think the entire 05 count needs to come back. That's my thing. But that's their choice. I think everyone needs to come back and to help us. If they're just leaving like this, everyone needs to come back. Oh yeah, everyone knows that it's against TOS.
Yeah.
Okay, everyone knows that. I mean, let's be honest, that's not gonna stop people. But right, that's all I had to say. I wish you good luck. Don't fuck it up, please. All right. Goodbye, everyone. All right, I'm out.
See you, bro.
Later.
Jacob, do you have any more questions? Because I'm gonna be accepting random people. No?
That's all I had. I'll go ahead and move back down. Thank you.
Thank you. If anyone wants to request to talk and ask me questions, just go ahead. I'll bring you in here. Starting with CWM. Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Hey, so I had a couple of questions, and I'm trying not to be hot-headed in this because this entire thing, cancer. So a couple of questions that I had is from the press releases that I'm calling them press releases at this point. From the releases that you made and from the promises that you're telling people, it seems to be centered around not only money, but it's also centered around like trying to make this work. I want to know, because Itamar was here. Itamar was here and I'm not gonna say here, but Itamar was like here. He had the funding, he had things. He was also here for years and like built this site up. One, what makes you think we can trust you with anything? And like, why is your what is your drive for making this work other than you just paid $8,000 for this?
Well, I was talking with Itamar, and I asked him why he actually stopped working on the foundation and like why he hasn't done anything. And by the way, I didn't know anything about him having 1.7 million. I took the screenshot of the payout to show that he had the funding and he didn't do anything with it. But he said that he was getting bored of it, and then he had he was getting deployed to the military shortly, sometime soon. And the scpf genre as a whole hasn't had anything really new or something to stand out with. So I plan on making this foundation very unique and special and trying to revive the community.
Alrighty. So another couple of questions I had, and other questions as well. I'm sure we're going to hear all of them. But so since you're bringing all these assets to the table, I'm just clearing out the top ones right away. So since you're bringing all these assets to the table, and since like I don't know, I'm trying to figure out how to word this. Why didn't you just take what you already had and make something else with it? Like why did you need this community to make whatever you want to do work?
Because I know that the community was shutting down, and I know this community has a lot more potential than it previously had, and I have the assets, developers, and I actually have the motivation to do something with the group instead of letting it die out. I mean, yes, realistically, I could have made my own foundation, sure, but at the same time, I seen the potential in this group, and I took the action and got it.
Another question is, and then I'll get off the whole buying topic after this. But this is my last question regarding the buying topic. Like, did you know about this? Like, have you had any previous experience in this group before you just bought it, other than just Code Red? Were you like actually a part of the foundation before you just came in here? Like, what made you say, yes, that's a good idea. This has potential. I'm going to invest in this. Did you have any like previous experience in doing things like this in like scpf and foundation?
I don't have any experience in Itamar's foundation, but I've been in the genre before. Like, I know simple stuff, and I know what the group needs. I know that it needs a new site and new aspects to it that it hasn't had in a while. So that's what my plan is. I'm going to be fixing the group, getting development going, actual new members, activity, etc.
All right. So my question is now, is considering that these questions have been asked for a while, like the Site Novus has been alluded to for years now, and Site 17 is so close to being done.
Yeah.
So what's your roadmap? Like, are you gonna like publish a roadmap soon, or
right now,
what's the game plan?
Right now, I'm working with me and Tiger, and we're a bunch of we have a dev team. We have a dev team group chat, and we're all knowledgeable with the scpf genre, of course. And since Site 17 is basically done, we're gonna have it scripted, and then we're gonna have alpha testers for it, and just make sure everything's smooth, and then we'll release it while working on Novus. Sorry.
Alrighty. Last thing about Mad, and then I'll get on to the Discord thing.
Yeah.
So last thing for Mad, because Quinn removed his Eve bot, and for everybody who wants to stick around. And how are you going to get things back on track? Because as soon as you joined, everyone freaked out, and everything is missing. Like, I feel bad for everybody trying to handle those group transfers because everything is lost.
So, I'm down to let like the 05 council come back and any level 4s that did not admin abuse. And in terms of the Eve bot, we're probably gonna have to remake it with our own coding and stuff, or we're just gonna be removing the Eve bot totally from the game scripts, and we're just gonna have it rely on scripts instead of the API for Eve bot and shit like that.
Okay. So here's my last question. So for the Discords, and just to point it out there, I was also like just went out there for the Discords that got released to the public, and since everybody thought this was going to be a community server, when you kind of like showed up and said, "Hey guys, it's not closing," everybody kind of like freaked out and went into panic mode. Especially in the MTF Discord, where everybody was kind of trying to, essentially they thought you were just going to remove years of effort and like conversations and millions of messages. So everybody was trying to like archive all of that as fast as possible. Are you remaking every Discord and guideline and just going to just redo the whole thing with just this community? Or what's how's that going to work?
I gave MTF their Discord because I know it has a lot of history and meaning to them, so I just gave it to them. But in terms of departments and like documents and all that, we're probably gonna have to remake it all because it all got leaked and either admin abused. So we're gonna be working on that sometime soon.
Okay. I don't have any other questions, I don't think.
All right.
So if I have any, I'll post them.
Yeah, I'll just bring you in.
Alrighty. See ya.
Have a good one. All right, who next? Lockify. Hi, Lock.
Hey,
What's up?
so a few of them are kind of stupid, and it's just me personally wanting to know,
Yeah.
where's the dignity chat?
Oh, it's here. I just have to make a new role.
All right, because, and another one is, you said you gave MTF their server back, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't you do that for the council?
What do you mean?
We asked you when you first joined if you would be willing to give us that server, because I think most of the council's ready to be done. I'm just gonna be honest. We're kind of tired. I'm not a part of the council anymore, but from hearing from what the past few days, they were ready for it just to end peacefully, and we kind of wanted that server to be ours. We asked you, and that's pretty much why Riser went through and deleted a few of the channels, because there were very personal stuff on there that
Yeah.
because we as a council all became very close to each other after working, but you kind of sounded like you refused to leave that server and just make a new one.
Yesterday, I was actually gonna do it last night, and then I went to sleep early. But I gave it to Jacob today. So
The council?
no, Jacob.
I'm talking about the council, because the council's a bit of a different touchy subject.
The council Discord.
Yes, correct.
Oh, I don't remember anyone asking me for it.
All right, well that's fine. Another one is one moment. I want a what's your 1 week specific timeline? Not just goals of what's going to be the ending. What are you going to do step by step to make this group actually run, and not just continue to and fuel a flame, if you know what I mean?
Yeah. So our first plan is we're going to be establishing a O5 council, and then we're going to be getting departments back up and running, new documents, new Discord, all of that, and then we plan on working on a new site, a new serious roleplay site, and then we're going to be working on Site 17. We're going to be working on both at the same time since we're going to have a lot of developers, and I have the funding to do great things for both of the games. So.
Okay, it's still kind of broad, but I understand you're still trying to figure it out. But I say once you get that down set, you should probably release that so people know what you're working on. It doesn't sound like this one. Another one is I had someone DM me who was part of the development team, just saying that some of these channels were deleted because they did contain contracts that you shouldn't have had access to, and that contains very personal information, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Another one is did you invite BlueCon? Because this is supposed to be a Q&A, so it sounded like you invited someone.
He just showed up.
Okay.
I asked him if he wanted to talk and ask me questions because he was asking me to do an interview earlier, and I said no because I had the Q&A tonight. So I decided to just invited him here and let him ask whatever I want, whatever he wants.
That's fair. That's fair. Other than that, good luck. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be tough, man.
Yeah.
You don't have much trust right now. All right.
I know.
Good luck,
All right.
man.
Thank you. OX. Hello?
Hello? Oh shit! I didn't know if it worked or not.
So,
I got a question.
Mhm.
You know how little with all the the GUI shit? How
what do you mean?
Well, this is on CI's part because I got a question mainly.
Yeah.
You know how well, actually, real quick, can you drag Isaac in here too? Isaac, yes.
Tell him the request.
I need Isaac in here.
Yo,
Isaac request. There we go.
Yo, what's up?
Because Isaac's for TGI, and I used to be a decently. I was
like a low command number in the CI at one point. But yeah, we're kind of like questioning. What are you gonna do about the GY shit? How like they're not doing anything with Area 14 or Novus or whatever. What do you plan on for that?
We haven't really discussed that just yet, but we're gonna be having it up and running probably sooner or later.
So, what will it be? Well, Isaac, actually, I don't know because I'm not in the server anymore because I kind of quit all that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you guys cut relations?
No, we just observed.
No.
We're gonna go over all of our relations
We're
again once we get everything back up and running.
Yeah, well, CI kind of cut relations.
Well, THI is just waiting. We want to see what's
yeah, THI is just waiting it out. And I'm really concerned because CI completely cut relations. Do you plan on trying to like rekindle at all, or are you just gonna go with THI?
We're probably gonna message them, see if they're interested. As of now, we have no idea what we're gonna be doing with our external affairs with radio groups and etc. But it'll be discussed sometime today.
Okay, all right. Can I ask my questions?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Don't turn. Are you gonna turn GUIs into Mojave? Will you just remove all the fucking groups? That
we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it dependent on its own little.
And
okay.
And another question.
You're just gonna let us. You're just gonna let us chill, basically.
Yeah. Are you gonna? Hey, with this new dev team, are you actually gonna like start giving GUIs actual good shit as P shooters, expecting us to do something?
The gun system right now is
complete
shit.
dick.
Yeah,
it's ass.
Shit. And the morphs are kind of shit. So we're gonna get those worked on sometime, sooner or later.
All right. Can I ask my last question? It's from Will.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Do you have any idea if Itamar was trying to pawn off GUIs he owned, or did he just give up? Was that
I got no idea. No idea.
That was just never on the table.
I got
what the fuck is real cool. What's happening? Because he owns the group, doesn't he?
Oh no, he's giving me all the groups today.
Oh, for real? So you're gonna own THI?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't. He's not gonna own THI. He already gave me ownership.
Oh, okay. I was wondering.
But yeah, whatever other groups he has, he's giving it to me.
One last question: do you like cats?
I'm more of a dog person. More of a dog person.
Yeah!
Get out of here. Fuck cats. Get out of here.
I got one more question before I go. Alright. So basically, little bit concerned. What? Actually, yeah, I got one more question. What about the Orange Crew, bruh?
No idea. Same answer, to be honest.
Because that group's kind of like decaying. I'm gonna be honest. That group's it's kind of decaying right now. Yeah, not to be mean. I'm cool now. Go ahead.
Probably have to hit up the owners of it and see what they're doing.
Yeah, you can drag the owner in here right now.
Oh, he's in here? Right.
Yeah, B4, right? Isn't he the owner? I think. Drag him in here and
he has to
drag me out. Actually.
Oh, there he goes.
We could be here a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what's up, Gold?
Buddy, I have a few questions to ask. One of them is that purchasing. I have a question about your past history. I have nothing first of all, I've got several people telling me that you own previous groups and you sold them on third-party websites for USD, and you also milk groups for cash. And I want to know that if you're gonna, this community's kind of distraught, right? You kind of fucked it over. I know Itamar had a part with it, but you kind of had a part for offering to buy it, first of all. I just want to know why.
So my past experience, I gave up on groups before. I sold them. Never on third-party websites. I don't know what you mean by that. And the reason why I bought the scpf because I know it was closing has way more potential than it had before, and I want to see it, in its peak.
You see, several of the council members are pissed right now. I can tell. There's a lot of disappointment in them, and I don't know why you could have just left the group to die and not start your own. It seems like you had enough funds to create your own group. You didn't need to buy another group. That's a violation of the terms of service. So I'm just wondering why you didn't make your own group and instead buy one and cause chaos in a community.
I know the O5 are frustrated because the transition phase was not good and they weren't informed of anything. and I decided to buy this group because I know it has a lot more potential instead of it just dying and closing. Why would you want to, have such a big group go to waste?
Okay, first of all, one, because, well, of course, a lot of people are going to be concerned. The community's concerned, right? A lot of people are telling me from former groups, like someone from a USA group you previously owned said that you completely ruined the group. You shut it down and you sold it off on another website. And Zelling told me this actually. And you keep avoiding the question also why the money you used to purchase this group. I don't know why that's such a private thing. I don't know why that's such a personal thing.
I gave a brief answer to that question several times.
You gave a brief answer, but you didn't tell us the exact number. I don't know why that's such a personal thing. I don't give a shit what Itamar said. He lives in Israel. His opinion's not counted for. Okay, one more question. I feel really sad.
Huh? Okay, well there you go. Okay.
Wow.
What just happened?
I don't know. He left.
He's feeling sad.
Wow.
Fatty freezing. Oh yeah, no.
Oh, breezy.
No. Stop.
What do you want? Freezy? What do you want?
Two questions.
Yeah,
All right. Number one, what are you gonna do about the O5s and all them? Because all of them are saying no. So you got to get new O5s. You got to get new people going. You got to get new MTF operatives. What's your plan about that?
So, if we're gonna offer the O5s, some of them at least, the ones that didn't admin abuse, their positions back, and if they're interested, they're always welcome to come. But if not, we're gonna be hand selecting, O5 council members from the community, like level 3s and whatnot, and whoever is interested, that's reputable.
So you're gonna pick like some good options.
What did you say?
So you're gonna pick some good options, some good people.
Yeah.
Also, I just got DM'd by Jacob saying he was talking to Itamar on Snapchat, and Itamar said the council went behind my back and closed my group, and Itamar said I went behind their back and sold it. What are your thoughts on this whole like Itamar thing, finessing the whole community?
I mean, I don't really know. I didn't know that he had at the time 1.7 million. Like, I thought, to my knowledge, that he didn't have the funding to continue the scpf, but little did I know he had more than enough. I don't know,
bro. He's a Jew. You can't expect much.
Doing it more wrong, but
Nah, but for real, listen, this guy's going to the Israeli army. All the 150 people in this VC. I'm saying we all go to the Pakistani army. We get some bombs ready. We bomb that bitch. All right. Trust me, if we work as a community, we can get that fool in real life. I promise. All right, next question. No, I'm not done. I'm getting people to DM me, so I'll answer their questions.
Yeah.
Pack. Are you a Packer?
Am I a Packer?
Yeah. Are you putting 100K Packers?
No.
Okay.
Not a Packer.
Okay. This guy said. Hold on. I'm gonna way too many. Ranger asked me, would you rather have a gay son or a thought daughter?
No comment.
No comment?
Oh, well, there you go.
Thanks.
I'll bring
That went off topic really fast.
It would be Ranger, right?
What?
I invited OX back. Join me.
I got an actual question. Also, it's Ox. My bad. I'm not trying to like be that dude. Oh, it's Ox. Anyways, now I got one more question. Because I remembered about this. I remembered.
Yeah.
You know Impact? The little Impact tactical group you on? Yeah. I realized you're the owner of that shit. What the fuck? Yeah. Do you plan on making clothing for like original clothing, bro?
For Impact?
For Impact. Like, no, I mean like, do you plan on like using your little resources from Impact to make original clothing for like Novus and shit or whatever?
Nah,
you don't already got it.
I'm gonna be hiring like external clothing designers and shit.
Yeah.
Me personally, for Impact, I never made my own clothing. I just hired people to make it. So.
I know. I'm just wondering if you're gonna use those people who made that clothing to make clothing for.
I know some of the people, like some of my Impact designers, who were really good, so I might use one of them. You never know.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. Because, bro, I'm gonna be honest. This is like out of every single clothing, bro. And also, you better do a good. This is real quick. You better do a good fucking job, bro. Because a lot of people hate you right now. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, bro. You know, there's some people, and I may be one of them, but you're not on a lot of people's good side because this entire transition got me fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
And also, somebody got a question. How long the necessary reforms is gonna take for the group to be operational?
Probably like a week or two max.
Week or two?
Yeah, a week or two max. But we're gonna be working on development. You know, meanwhile, we're getting a competent 05 council together.
Yeah. And also, this is a dumb question, but somebody's asking right now.
What?
They're asking a very dumb question, but if they can get working FP toilets, flushable.
I mean,
and then somebody is also asking if you're gonna sell any ranks.
No, ranks are not gonna be sold. That's stupid. What was Itamar's Patreon, by the way? What was that shit? Yeah, he had a Patreon.
He paid people basically you paid Patreon, like his Patreon page, and you got the financial department rank.
Yeah, that's stupid.
And basically, you could run around like as a. I'm getting spammed right now. Hey, Arch wants to. Hey, Freezy wants to get dragged in. He got actual questions. He said. Also, hey, one more. Could you drag in the secret agent Quinn? Quinn?
Yeah,
drag in Quinn. Yeah, because Quinn has been asking, bro, and he's yet to get in there.
All right, no, I won't. No more trolling. I promise. On God.
Nah, Freezy, shut up. Wait a minute.
Oh, Freezy's back.
Hello.
Let Quinn talk. Yeah, what's up, Quinn?
How y'all doing?
Doing good. How about you?
Pretty good. All right. So, also, Bearded, to answer your question about the his Patreon page, basically he sold two things. He sold financial staff, which is basically a administrative department position. You couldn't do much besides like get a taser and yeah. Then the other one was a head moderator position on Site 17, where you just get like admin and stuff. All right. Okay, so my main question though is, so you know on all those games you operate, right?
Which ones?
Just all the games, like for example, Foxtrot Asylum.
Yeah.
So so basically, I was looking at your groups and saw you had a bunch of game passes on them, like which are mainly pay to win. So yeah, are you gonna do something similar with this group or no?
So, if you're referencing SWAT, yeah, there is cash grab teams, like game passes and all that, but at the same time, there's things that you can get in game without having to buy a game pass, like guns. You can rob the bank, you can raid, shit like that, and then you can also rank up without having to buy a rank, stuff like that. But
yeah,
for Site 17, we're gonna have an XP system. We're not gonna just have it yet. You need to buy it just to get the baseline team. There's gonna be an XP system where you can earn teams. Yeah.
Like, are any teams on Site 17 gonna be purchasable?
Well, it depends. It's like, for an example, if we have like the administrator or like site director team.
Oh yeah, like the 05 council role. That would probably like support the group quite a bit.
But depending on if we give the 05 council team an XP limit as well, but it has to be like really high, we can do that as well. So there's a purchasable and non-cash grab option.
Yeah. Also, Bearded.
Yeah. What's up?
After this Q&A session, can I talk to you about something?
Oh, sure.
And also, someone's DMing me about so this guy Eminem is asking me, ask him if he can buff the Glock 17. And then also after me, this dude, so Mr. Melius has a question too. All right.
Fucking Rick.
Yeah. So if you could just drag him in. Yeah. So can I just talk to you after this Q&A?
Yeah, sure.
Like in DMs. All right.
I'm gonna be opening my DMs up actually sometime today.
All right. Yeah. Also, maybe can you just like add friend? Because I don't know.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Invite Rick back up here.
All right. I'm getting a lot of DMs. Hold on. Okay. So Ryan's asking me, ask him to fix Area 14. I was able to patch it in 5 minutes. Jax is asking, ask him if all the department discords should go to the former overseers of the department. Oh my god, I'm getting so many. Ask him again if you'll buff. Add me as well. Okay. Then another guy. Ask him if he likes it. Oh my god, no. Mystic. Okay. What's going to happen with the dev team and administrative department?
We're gonna be hiring new developers, and in terms of the administration department, we're gonna have to get a new council member to lead it. We're gonna have to get on the people, stuff like that. And for the gun system, it kind of sucks.
All right.
So we might make
Also, a question from Dr. Years is ask him if he is a part of the CCP. Also, someone wants to know your opinion on the leaks, like the leak server that's been going around.
What do you mean? What leaks?
Like where they're leaking all the documents and stuff.
Oh, I don't really care. Documents are replaceable. It's not a big concern for me.
Okay. And also, another guy's asking what is happening to all the department groups.
All the department groups, like itamar still has a lot of them that he has to transfer, but once he's home, I'm gonna be cleaning up admin abuse, and then whoever was originally in the group without being, freely accepted in, they can stay if they want to, but they can leave on their own accord.
Also, the owner of Talk, the Orange Crew is asking if Talk can stay. And then there's also, yeah. And then also they're asking how are you gonna hire staff and developers, like forms, just generic people who know and stuff like that.
Hiring new developers will probably be decided by me and Tiger, but we already have some competent devs like Voludo. We have let me open that group.
Okay. Also, do you think I can just stay as a speaker just in case?
Oh, sure.
All right, thank you. Also, there's another guy saying, ask him how he will choose the new O5 council and the AD staff. Like, what kind of qualities you'll be looking for if you'll bring in outside people if they have to be a specific rank.
Right now, the O5 picks are going to be decided by Tiger because he knows the community best. He'll know who's the best pick for the place. In terms of development team, right now we have 5 guys, but we're gonna hire more, of course. Once we get all the O5s in, we're gonna recruit for Mad, and then it's me, Tiger, Voludo, Special Forest, and Psychum.
All right, and also this guy's asking, so for your response on, it came out that the format for your community public statement is the exact copy from another SCPF. What was that about?
What SCPF?
I don't know. He didn't specify.
I don't know. I didn't know. No.
All right, let's see.
I have a question.
Wait,
for you, Bearded.
Bearded, I'll send you the image that this guy just sent me.
The header, the header I referenced.
All right. A question from Zelling. Ask him if he's going to sell Area 14 for USD like he has done with other games.
Wait, what did you say?
What? Are you retarded?
He's not.
Whoa.
He's not.
Oh.
I'll say it again. Let me find it. Ask him if he's gonna. He's just asking if you're gonna USD sell Area 14 again.
No.
Where the fuck did you come from?
That'll be a yes, Zelling. Heard it from Bearded.
No, I'm not gonna USD sell Area 14.
He's saying yes, just me.
What?
It probably wouldn't have value right now anyway, since it was leaked. So there's really no point.
Oh, I have more. Wait.
What?
I got one from Freezy. Would you rather have a gay son or a thought daughter?
Jesus Christ.
Hello there. I have a question regarding development. What are you going to do regarding some of the already existing licensing agreements with Area 14?
What do you mean by that?
So Area 14 over the years has been developed by more than one group of developers, and some of those groups have had their own licensing agreements with itamar that essentially made certain parts of the site their own intellectual property, regardless of that code or assets being sold to the group as a whole. So what are you going to do to sort of address that?
In terms of contracts, because I know that the developers had to sign one. I was talking with itamar before about it, and he said he will get back to me tonight about that. Because when he owned the group, the contracts were still bound, right? They were still active.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not really quite sure, but to my knowledge, they're still ongoing if they work for the group or not.
I'm not talking about contracts specifically. I'm talking about licensing agreements.
Oh, I don't know. to what I know is that all the Area 14 assets are now my intellectual property. That's all I know. He didn't say anything specific about who gets what, stuff like that, who made what.
Gotcha. Thank you for answering the question. However, I do have to say that Itamar has probably pulled the wool over your eyes because some of the assets were not his to sell.
At the same time, we're probably not going to reuse much of the assets from Area 14 in the first place. We're just going to be making a new site. So
okay,
We're reusing any assets from Area 14.
Yeah.
All right. I would also like to remain in the chat and in the voice chat in case.
Oh. Why do people keep getting disconnected? I didn't even remove him.
I didn't.
Karma.
I also didn't.
Request Karma. Okay, there you go.
Hi there. Yeah, no idea what happened there. Yeah, so I'd like to remain in here in case somebody has some sort of development shenanigans they want to ask
you can
about.
stay. That's cool.
Thank you.
Let's see. Here, Cat Gaming. Yeah. So.
I'm just curious on what your general future plans for Area 14 are.
Area 14 is going to be a temporary site until we, get fully working on a new site. So we're going to be doing small updates if needed, and doing small patches here and there.
All right, and are all the assets going to be new with the new site?
Yeah, we're going to reuse anything, and if we are going to use anything, it's going to be something small.
All right, that's all.
All right.
How does this shit work?
You're doing it right.
Word. Okay. So I'm not really well known in this group, but I've been here for I'd say over a year. People have asked me this before. I went dormant because I've run other scpfs not linked to this at all, so I kind of get the management standpoint, and it kind of makes sense. And I just want to say, for all the people upset, you really got to understand that before it's a Roblox group in a community, it's also kind of like a financial thing that you got to think about. I have made some money as well from other groups in the past. There's people I've worked with here that were also running our own shit. You got to think of it as over emotions. You kind of have to put yourself in a managerial seat, and you got to think he's not really walking in here to fuck shit up. He kind of has to fix a mess first, with his own assets that he's investing into. And then secondary, he's got to think about, it is a community. People are upset, but I would rather have people upset than have my own money wasted on something I just invested. So I'd say for people just to be patient, stop, bandwagoning this whole report him, take him down, ruin his shit, DDoS, whatever you think is cool and right to do because you guys sound more ridiculous than you think. And in the end, you guys are the ones tearing down the group. Because if you really care about it, you'd work with this guy, let him, bridge off of what he can do, so you actually get something better off, and later down the road. Because this group has taken a lot of time to get to where it was, and I'm pretty sure it's going to take more time to get, somewhere farther. But patience is key in that aspect. Okay, so now I'm done with that. My question is, like I said, I have had, spots, different departments I've run, not in this group. I'll say it again. So I do know, shit's been breached, but what's your goal or plan to get people from the community, statistically speaking? Because you can't really pick someone out of the ass, but you also have, almost 1,000 people that probably want to help out. So how do you plan on picking those people out?
Me and Tiger are going to be overlooking a big list of people who are interested in what their traits are, what their intentions are, their experience, stuff like that. Just simple stuff.
All right. And then in terms of, because there's, I'm pretty sure you obviously know, but there's people that are still in up high spots that want to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
How are you going to be working on that? Because that's also something touchy. That's another, is a community and managerial thing that's kind of tied together.
Yeah. So in terms of, higher ranks having a lot of power and permissions. We're just going to be ensuring that we hire the right people and that the permissions for certain ranks are very limited, but they have what they need to run their shit, you know?
Okay.
So
Do
it's
you,
stuff like
yeah, are you bridging like that outsourcing term to other communities to reach out for help, or are you going to try to keep it in house?
keep it in house for now, but if we need any external help, we'll obviously ask.
Cool. All right. I mean, as someone like I said who's been here for a bit, and I'm satisfied. I don't have. There's no reason to have bitter feelings. I think, like I said, everyone should just sit back and wait. Sweet.
Okay.
Hi there.
So, hello.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I have a few general questions regarding like, like groups like within the
Yeah.
foundation currently. Like so how do you plan to like tackle security currently? Like that's like a lot of stuff going on in there. Like how do you plan to like get the Discord up and running again? How do you plan to do that?
I mean, it's obviously fixable, and just finding the right people to lead it and do it is what's the hardest part about it. So
Yeah.
once we find the right person, they'll fix it. They'll get shit up and running again.
Okay. How do you like? How are you gonna like manage like to like? Are you gonna purge everyone there, or like what's going on with that as well?
That's a good question because the people who were originally in the groups, they can stay, but the people who got freely accepted due to admin abuse are going to be removed, obviously. But the people who were originally there are welcome to stay. But if you want to leave, you can as well. You know.
Yeah. Let me try to think of something else.
Mhm.
What do you plan just to do in the future with the group? So I know it's already kind of asked a lot, but I just kind of want to hear as well. Like, what do you plan to
Development.
do in the future? Like, just with Noah's in general, really.
We're gonna make the site really good. We're gonna have all original assets. We're gonna make sure that the group is actively being worked on in terms of development and community. We're working on fixing it, not just leaving it dead or trying to fuck the people over in the community originally, which was never my intention. I was gonna keep everyone originally ranked, but then they started admin abusing, so I removed whoever admin abused. Yeah.
Okay, and what else was I gonna say? That's about it, really. I got doing not much else to say. Just yeah, I don't know. I kind of forgot what I was gonna say, honestly.
Alright.
Drag Frostians in though. Someone DM me that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, I'm just gonna be accepting randoms.
Bearded.
Yeah.
Do you want me just to like read off some questions people DM me?
Sure.
All right. Okay, let's see. All right, we got one. Hold on. All right, no. Here, trying to find it. Oh.
May I ask
Okay,
while you're oh, never mind. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, so this guy's asking, how will you know who was in the departments previously before the free ranking?
100K packing mode, nigga.
What the fuck?
Who and why?
I banned them.
Who just did that?
It was 100K pack or something.
How did he even get in here? Who let him in?
What the?
Guys are trolling.
All right, and then we got another question: is how much you paid for the group?
Jesus fucking Christ! Can it not be private?
I don't understand. I don't understand how he just joined. What the hell?
You're still on that concern? Okay.
All right, then.
Oh yeah, no, I already answered the how much I bought the group for question.
Then there's another. Oh my god. Okay, so after everything is fixed, will applications for groups be accepted?
Probably. Yeah.
All right. And then okay. And then Ox wants you to drag him back in again for the millionth time, and that's all the DMs I've had.
All right, Carmen, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, so I have several questions. First one is from Zelling. They're requesting to ask if Ulferno will be joining the dev team.
Oh, I actually talked to him yesterday, and I offered him position. I have to get back to him today.
Okay.
I'm actually DMing him now.
Second question is looking for it. Sorry. What is your opinion on Area 14 and Site 17 being leaked?
I mean, honestly, I was talking with Itamar about it. He said that Area 14 has been leaked before in the past, and if anything, whoever re-uploads it or reuses the assets and whatnot, I'll just have to DMCA them. But it's not really a big concern to me because the games aren't that good. Like Area 14 is good, but Site 17 is, kind of.
You're talking about the
Yeah,
current, not the revamp, correct?
I don't know. This was a question that was DM'd to me. I guess both of them.
As far as I know, I don't think the revamp got out, so I'm pretty sure we still have that project.
Okay. And then this is a bit of a personal question, or one that I want to ask. How are you going to handle previous developers? Because I know that you said you were gonna be transferring most of the commanding structure, like, so that they retain their roles. What's gonna happen with development?
Any previous developers that are interested in coming back and working with us, depending on their field, like scripting and whatnot, we'll definitely message them and see if they're interested or not. I don't know. You developed on the group, right?
That is correct.
So we could probably talk later if you want to be reinstated and whatnot.
All right.
There's always that opportunity. I'll just let you know sometime tonight.
All right.
And yeah. Is that all?
Yep.
All right. Gamer person, what's up?
Okay. Can you drag Bob in? Because Bob has a question.
Bob. Yeah. Who is Cope? Cool.
Yo,
I was just invited.
can y'all hear me?
Yeah, what's up?
Wait, hold on. My thing's acting weird. 1 second.
Huh.
All right, can y'all hear me? Hello?
Yeah, hello?
We can hear you.
I can't fucking hear anybody.
Oh no.
Oh well, there he goes.
Why is unrelated joining pack?
Because the Packer guy is going to be seen screaming the N-word.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Can I go ahead and ask my questions?
Yeah, well, Bob figures his thing out. Yeah.
Okay. First of all, how are you gonna make new documents in time? Yeah, just hire me.
I mean, documents are very easy to recreate if you have the right people who know how to make it. It can be done in like a day if they're set up already and all that. I'm not really worried about that. Just in terms of finding who is competent and able to do that.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to say I'm not gonna accept any DMs for questions and stuff. Sorry. For my second and final question, it's a bit of a big one, but do you know who Dev Sparkle is?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you plan to bring him back for the next game?
I was talking with my friend Michael, and I asked him if Dev would possibly be interested, and then he said no. So no shot with that.
I have to second that. Dev Sparkle would probably not be interested.
Yeah.
Okay. There's one request made by just one request. A lot of people want Bob Jurnius on stage. I'm pretty sure he has a lot of history here.
Or he's gonna pack me. Let's see. Where is he? Let's see. What's up, Bob?
Yo. All right, can y'all hear me now?
Yep.
We can hear you.
1 second. Let me just.
I'm bracing my headphones.
Please, God, I want to impregnate Hugh Tao so.
Okay.
I insta-banned.
I was expecting earache, to be honest, but
Nah, I'm gonna unban him actually. Hold on.
You
That was funny, yeah.
All right. Next is. Let's see. All right. This is not even a name. Make sure I got it.
I unbanned him.
All right. Hold on.
Someone send this to Bob. All right.
Hey, so I have a few things to say.
Yep.
Let me just get myself together. So this group is, before you walk into something, you have to know what you're dealing with. And I know Amar, like, it's all his fault. It's not your fault. You were just stepping in. You wanted the group. I get that. And you should know this before, because this group, a lot of the documents are public. A lot of the documents are public, and I say don't redo the documents. It would just be a waste. Only redo the documents like DEA maybe, I don't know.
I
But all
mean, I'm probably not going to reuse any documents that got leaked.
Yeah.
So I think what we're gonna do. My idea was that we redo all the documents, but we make it all kind of public because it's. I don't know.
How about because like the SCPF genre has been like just cracked with intelligence because BlueCon X, like even I support BlueCon X about the intelligence of the SCPF community. Like it's just dog water. It's just
It's fucking cringe.
yeah, it's causing problems. So just maybe don't do the SCPF community. I mean intelligence, but do it for now because of course you have a lot of enemies. But just and the documents do not read. I mean, only like AI and then some other documents, maybe DEA is private. Just redo those, but and I would say the unpublic, like if MD is private or something, just the major departments, make them public. And if they are, they're already public. So don't worry about the documents. And they were worked on very hard and they're long. So just don't waste any time on the documents. And this group is sacred. This, like, all of these people, they're like Itmars is the most serious SPF, biggest SPF everyone has been in. Like everyone's been passed by in Mars. And once you do ads with like 500,000 people joining noobs and stuff, like messing everything up, I would like not do ads yet. Only if you have everything settled in and stuff. And you have to create a whole new system. And you have to find people. It's just gonna be very hard. And I hope you survive. I've been in the SCBF community since 2014, so if you need any help, I'm here. And one more thing, and how can we know that you're not lying to us about the cash grab? Because oh yeah, Site 17 and the other site already is like it's already cash grabbed, kind of. You can just make it less cash grabbed if you want to actually make a better image for yourself. Yeah, like Site 17 is already cash grabbed. So just make it less cash grab and people will like you more. And just why if you don't have any experience in Itmars and any experience as like high command in the SCPF, like why walk into this?
I know the SCP genre, like I'm knowledgeable about the genre itself, and I've been in a couple SCPFs back then. But I seen that the group was dying, it was going to be shut down, and I took the opportunity because why would you shut it down?
Yeah, I hate when group owners just shut it down and leave it to waste. I hate wasting groups.
Yeah.
But just you have to know behind the scenes before. Have you ever been? I know you made these very profitable and also manageable. That it doesn't die with groups and stuff. But have you ever been an overseer or site director or level 4 in a SPF?
I think so. I don't know. I haven't been in the SCP genre in a while.
Okay, so yeah, you need a lot of support then because your
But-
people you'll probably bring in people from your close from your other groups. You'll probably bring in people. Make sure they know and just they probably won't know because they're with you and you found them with what you're doing not in the SPF.
We're not going to really be bringing in people externally unless we can't find anyone who is competent within the group to fill a certain position. Then I'll have to, substitute someone in for that. But yeah.
And just the Itmars it is very serious and just you're gonna with the noobs and stuff because yeah. And also what have I worked on? What are you planning with the intelligence? Are you gonna close that down or what's your plan with it? Because all the docs and stuff.
It'll be open sometime in the future when we have something like that. But as of now, everything's kind of in a mess.
Mm-hmm. And people. Oh, also, I know because it's a human reaction of like when they're angry and stuff. They outlash. So of course people are gonna be mad at you, of course. But now most have come to see that it's Itmar. This is Itmar's choice, and so I support. I know like it's all Itmar's choice, not your fault. But can you accept my friend request? I want to talk to you later.
Sure. There you go.
Thank you. So I support you. Okay, that's all I want to ask. Oh, also, when, what's your plans with Area 14? I know Eve is shut down, so you can't use it. And just yeah, what's your plan?
We're probably going to have to implement a new bot, or just change out Eve totally and just use it based off the scripts instead of having APIs for most of the stuff.
Okay. Okay. Thanks for bringing me up here. Bye.
What a nice guy.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, I really hope that you're able to turn this group around, as it's quite sad how it's become right now.
Yeah.
One of my main things I wanted to say is that I really hope that you listen to your advisors, your level 4s, your O5s, once they are appointed. I don't really have anything else to say.
That's basically what I do with my other groups. I listen to the community and I listen to the people I work closely with. It's just people in this genre or community haven't known me long enough or know how I operate with groups and such, which I hope to the community that I know what I'm doing and I'm here to stay for the long game.
All right. Well, I do hope you can do that very well. Goodbye.
Thank you. Okay.
Oh, during our conference, my group got attacked.
Really?
My whole MTF Discord just got completely destroyed. Rest in peace.
All right. Let's see. Bring in Ox again.
Oh shit, me again?
Yeah.
So I'm getting like 20 fucking my fucking DMs are.
Okay, go down the list in order, bro.
I just want to invite one more person that's on the list. Just 1 second.
No.
Hello, Rick.
Hello? Hello? Can you guys hear me on the microphone?
Yeah.
I would like to ask, are you going to add any more SCPs to the game?
Probably, yeah.
Oh my god, thank you I love SCP.
Oh.
Okay. Okay, before.
All right. What up? So me, like, many others, we've been a part of this group for a while. Just wondering about how the future of this group is going to hold, especially for GOIs, considering how most of the heads are not even sure to proceed regarding it.
What did you say you were cutting out?
What?
What did you say you were cutting out?
Oh, I'm talking. It's mainly about GOIs and how we're gonna function with you guys with this new administration, because most of us are confused on how to proceed.
Yeah. We haven't really discussed GUIs yet, but we're going to be shortly, sometime this week, contacting the owners, and we're going to be discussing on how things will operate and stuff like that.
All right. And what about past punishments? Like for example, some people are P-banned, like for
This is gonna be a fresh start for everybody.
Yeah,
everyone.
If I can shine some light on the situation, most people who are P-banned were P-banned through Eve, and since Eve got removed, that will no longer be that will no longer apply. Unless you're talking about the
that game.
We'll reban exploiters, and then some of the people that I have personally banned, like the some O5 council members who have been abused, they're going to remain banned. But in terms of bans in game, everyone's unbanned, I guess.
All right, and someone has a question about if the rumors of Leighton Marley Hartwell becoming O5 executive are true.
No.
Oh.
We didn't really discuss about anyone becoming anything yet, so we'll keep you posted.
Arsh wants to be dragged in for.
Yeah, Freezy's
Out of
Freezy's
question.
a little he can wait.
Oh damn! Alright.
Yeah, I
We're
don't
going
like
down the list.
I don't like Freezy. I don't like that guy.
Tyler also has some questions that he wants to. Ty lose.
Okay, Ty. Oh, that's bad. See if I get packed or not. Let's see.
Who wants to stick around?
Yo,
How are you gonna get things back on track?
Yeah, no
Because
shot.
as soon as you joined, every
Alright, that was messed up. Request.
Do you have any other questions before?
No.
All right.
Ty. All right, there you go, Ty. Yeah. What's your question? Hello.
He broke
it. Is he green for everyone else?
Yeah, he's green.
Yeah, he's green. Oh no.
Oh well. Try again later.
Oh,
okay.
Someone else for now.
Just wanted to say, I really hope that you're
got
able
too
to turn this
excited.
group around as.
Are you even keeping track of the people we're bringing in, or are you just like
I'm
randomly
going down the
selecting?
list. Bearded is just like.
I'm trying to do a Ty.
Green Bay.
Oh,
Bro, fuck the shit, bro. What's up?
welcome back.
Hello.
Yo, so I got a question, alright?
Yeah.
So you know how like all the groups and shit's like fucked up right now?
Yeah.
How you gonna fix that?
It's pretty easy to fix. You can fix group admin abuse pretty easily, and then discords are easy to make. We usually
All
hire
right,
people
all right.
with 05s and
How you
shit.
gonna think you're gonna rebuild this group, bro? It's pretty messed up right now.
Over time, it'll fix itself while we're working closely with the community, and the council members that we're gonna be implementing pretty soon.
Alright, alright. One more request. Can you unban my friend ONG Infinite?
Absolutely not.
Disregard that.
I don't even answering questions for.
Hello.
About an hour.
Hey, is anyone there?
Yeah.
We can hear you.
I have 3 questions for you. Hold up. Wait, where's my beef jerky? There it is. Shit. Fuck. Oh, there's a big Gary bottle. Okay, I'm good. So here's the 3 questions. What are you gonna do about the divisions that got removed and are like owned by Itamar, like SRU?
Itamar giving me all the groups, like ownership of all the groups.
nice guy.
Okay.
I just wanted to say.
Second question,
I
what do you think of
really hope
servals?
that you're able
Like
to
the
turn this
cat?
group around, as it's quite
I'm not a
sad
big
how it's
cat
become
person.
right now.
Yeah.
One of
Okay.
my main
My final
things I
question,
wanted
what do you
to
think of
say
these
is
nuts
that
in your mouth?
I really hope that you listen
For fuck's
to.
sake.
What a guy! All right. Let's go fucking. Oh my god.
Who's
Your
next?
advisors, your level
Rhinoceros
4s,
has
your
had their
05s,
hand up for a while
once
now.
they are appointed. I don't really have anything else to say.
I don't know. if
That's
this
basically
list
what I
is
do
in
with my
order,
other
though.
groups. I live. To the
We're
community
just
and
pulling
listen to
random
the people
people
I
who
work
just hope
closely
for the
with.
best.
Yeah, it's just people in
Formerly
this genre
Cross.
or community
Go.
haven't known me long enough or know how I operate with groups and such.
They requested,
Which
but
I
they're not
do.
accepting. Oh,
To the community that I know what I'm doing.
Hello?
Stay for the long
hello. Welcome. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, I would like.
Well,
Wait,
I
Ethan,
hope
aren't you
you
one of
guys
the
will,
admin abusers?
Goodbye.
What?
Oh shit.
Aren't you one of the admin abusers?
Right, you just joined VC, dog.
No. Weren't you an admin abuser?
I don't know, like what type of admin I'm using.
Like
Oh,
admin
okay.
abuse, the groups and
Yeah,
Discord?
just get rid of him. Just get rid of
Bro,
him.
I'm a little.
No, no,
Let me
no.
ask a question, dog.
No. Like, were you admin abusing?
I don't know.
You don't know.
Would you
What's your
consider
question?
me spamming, pinging, what's it called, Charles?
Any of the above?
I spam ping Charles every day, dog.
All right, just go ahead.
Bro, I just want to ask a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you a good packer?
Nah, I don't pack.
Oh no.
Do you loud mic or?
Axe Freezy. He probably does that shit. Let me invite him.
I know I pack him every day. He's garbage can, absolutely.
Freezy
Hey, I don't
can
know.
pack
Listen.
too,
Please don't drag me out, but ignore this kid for when he's done.
bro. Oh.
And I
Four
think
more.
question, are you gonna like what's it called? Take over all of Edamar's groups, like
What do you mean?
including his Star Wars group,
No.
Nando's and all that?
Only SCPF related. Code Red is its own thing, so I don't put that.
Hey, Formal.
What?
Before you go and stuff, could you pack bearded for me?
Yeah. Give it a
It would
second.
be such an honor, sir.
Holy shit.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
You gave him 2 seconds.
That's all I needed.
Fucking ears. All right, hello.
Don't forget, you also have
Captain.
Yo.
Yo.
Ace.
Okay, on to the next.
That's such an L.
Hello, Alex. Hello.
Oh, hello.
What's up?
Okay. So I have some questions.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do about SDs and Sigma 9 mixing duties?
We haven't really talked about the specifics of what things you're gonna do, but in terms of like recruiting and all that shit, it's gonna be up to the task force leader and the O5 council what they want to do for that.
Yeah, but for like the people who are gonna redo the guidelines,
Mhm.
how would this process go?
You can't really tell. Time will tell.
Well, okay. Are you gonna bring combat support?
What do you mean?
Oh my
Combat
god.
support. It's
How sure.
MD subdivision that MD wants it for a long time.
Hello.
What is going on?
What the fuck?
How did the area get in here? I'm so confused.
What the fuck?
Are you inviting like more than one person at a time?
No, I'm not even gonna accept anyone then.
What?
Hello.
Yeah. Hello?
I still want my question.
Yeah.
So yeah, are you gonna bring combat support?
Probably. Like I
Okay.
said, it's really up to discussion. But bro, we'll get to the topic sooner or later.
Okay. If you're gonna bring back this foundation, how's the MAD transparency gonna be?
I mean, I'm pretty transparent with all my developers. I'll get straight to the point. I'll make sure payment's good for all of the members, stuff like that, and then I'll have a plan set for the games, and then
Yeah, no, I mean the transparency between MAD and the community.
Oh, well, I mean,
There will be much more communication between MAD and the community this time around.
Yeah, and we're gonna be
We'll
showcasing.
be releasing teasers, requesting feedback. We'll have a lot of one-on-one with the community.
I think sort of to elaborate on the question, he's so MAD in this group has a history of being very secretive.
Yeah,
I think that's what he's asking about, like how much public knowledge will be available from the MAD to the community.
We're not gonna have that type of workspace. We're gonna be showcasing a lot. We're gonna be more communicative, and then we're gonna show the community what we're doing, and none of that like secretive shit.
I mean, we might release occasionally like a secret update in here and there, but it wouldn't be too significant. If there's a significant update, we'll be sure to let everybody know.
Hello, I have a question.
Who was accepting everyone?
Jesus fucking Captain's back, what the fuck? Round 2 and his microphone still didn't work. You had 2 chances.
This is so unfortunate.
And he fucked both of them.
Alex, do you have any more questions?
You're not. I cannot hear you, Captain.
What?
Yeah, you're breaking up.
How's he back again? Who invited him that time?
You can hear him? I can't hear him.
Alex, do you have any?
I can't hear him.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna continue. Hold on. So, how do you see this foundation be like? More restricted or more laid back?
It's gonna be more laid back and more public.
Okay.
It's not gonna be
like
as before.
I don't know. From like this Q&A, I can see you're saying a lot of I don't knows, which is not exactly what I want to hear.
We'll still
I
have
want
the
to
essence
hear.
of professionalism and maturity throughout the group, yes.
Yeah, but I want to hear a solid plan from the proper people, like who are gonna run this group. you know?
Yes, but Bearded has had less than 24 hours to actually make these types of plans. You need to give him a little bit more time, especially considering the size of the group. It's not going to be done within an instant.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yet you decided to do a public Q&A.
Yes.
The
Answer the questions at the moment.
He's answering to them the best of his ability, all right?
We're going to be releasing more information soon. We're going to be more transparent with how development's going to work, the O5 council members, shit like that.
Okay.
Alright.
Sure.
Alright. Is that all?
I also have a question regarding development once more.
Yep.
So, in relation, so the question is essentially for people that were not developers before within the group. How are you going to be handling the application process for that?
Honestly, accepting new developers will be determined by Tiger, since he's going to be leading that type of stuff.
Mhm.
it all really depends on their portfolio, their work experience, work ethic, ethic. I can't talk, and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Let's see. I'm going to invite Rick back. I want to see if he.
I can't send messages in Q&A because there's like a 1 hour delay. I'm probably exaggerating a bit here, but I literally... Can we get rid of the cooldown on Q&A?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Hello?
Hey, Rhiners, what's up?
What up? So, I do have a couple questions because I did find this like usually left field. Especially for someone with your background. You just told me you haven't been in the SCPF for a while, right? Yeah, you were in it a while back in the genre at least.
I haven't been in, like, the actual SCP genre in a while, but I'm in something similar to it. I'm not sure if you know what Nova Corporation is.
I've heard of it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm basically in there. I have a Class A rank, and I'm in NTSH.
Are you like actively participating in it or
Oh,
just
yeah.
like in it here and there? Okay.
I'm pretty
Did
active.
you buy the group or get the group initially just to build a community or purely for profit?
I bought it. But
Yeah, but
my
did
intention isn't for profit. It's to fix the community side of things and eventually release Site 17 revamped. But that's not going to be my main priority. It's going to be working on the new SRP site.
All right. And with that in mind, I don't know how close Nova is to the genre itself, unless it's directly a foundation itself.
It's similar, but it has its twists. Like, it has its own entities. It's not following the SCP lore. It has its own lore and stuff like that. But it kind of operates the same way, in a sense.
All right. If you can answer this from like 1 to 10, how knowledgeable are you from the genre? Because if not, you're gonna be building up this group with like the advice of everybody else around you.
I mean, the people I work with are people I know who have, way more experience than me in the genre. But in like a scale of things, like 6 or 7.
Okay.
Around there.
Yeah.
I've
What
been in
do you
this
have
genre for at
any
least 5
big
years, too.
projects though that will at least try and bring back this community?
Yeah,
Because I do find this so this comment was made earlier how this is not a community, this is a business. I personally I don't agree with that for the fact that groups like this are built off other people just because they have a passion for this type of genre.
Yeah.
I myself just really enjoy the genre, so I'm willing to work for free. Yeah, I'm wasting a bunch of money on my own group without getting any return, just because I enjoy the genre.
Yeah. I mean,
so with that comment, I didn't agree with too much. Did you really want to just build a community, or did you see the profit that lies ahead?
I mean, sure, there's going to be a profit side of things, a little cash grab site, but it's not going to be really.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be like that. But what I'm primarily focused on is fixing the community side of things. That's what I'm going to be prioritizing. Make sure that's up and running first before anything else. Because, the community wanted to shut down. It was shutting down. And then I want to change things because I know it can be better than what it was before.
So you truly came in here purely for just reviving the group, making it as good as it once was. Okay.
Try and work things out.
No, I do think it has good potential. It's just the community right now is absolutely devastated, and I understand. I 100% agree. It could have been a smoother transfer, but I'm not really sure who to blame. I think everyone's to blame, but it happened already. Relations wise, so because I am part of CI, are you keeping all current relations, or are you just starting brand new from everything?
We're going to be discussing with external groups, so we'll probably message you sooner or later.
Okay.
But as of now, we're going to be working on internal groups like departments and whatnot because we have to fix that before anything else.
All right. Should be it.
All right, have a good one.
Oh my god, hello.
Oh my god. Are we ending up anytime soon?
Yeah. I'll probably do like 2 more.
Alright.
I want to invite this guy. He's saying he has something original to ask.
Oh boy.
Yo.
Okay, I have a few questions.
Oh my god.
Nah,
I can still hear him. Okay, there we go. His microphone was so broke when he got removed I could still hear his voice. Who next?
Created. I'm gonna add someone. All right.
Yeah.
UCWM 12601. He had some good questions earlier.
Wait, who? Who has a good question?
Do CWM 12601. He had some pretty good questions earlier.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
I have two questions actually.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah, I thought so. CWM invite.
Hello.
Hello?
So I actually have 3 questions. So first, what's your plan to recover the foundation? So what steps will you be taking to, properly recover it?
Our first steps are probably going to be focusing on getting a reputable O5 council of people who were within the community, make sure everything's up and running within their departments, and then we're going to be focused on development aspects of things, which needs, heavily worked on since the game's been leaked and the tech is kind of decent, but not as good.
All right. With the damage that Itamar left behind, we're talking alliance, diplomatic affairs, right?
Yeah.
And with the shit that has really been going on around the foundation, what do you plan on doing with, diplomatic affair wise? How are you gonna make your diplomatic reputation better?
That's going to need a lot of fixing because right now our reputation within and without of the group, it's not as good. But hopefully over time, our reputation will sustain itself and we'll have good diplomatic relations outside of the group.
All right. What will you be doing with intelligence wise, especially since the majority of the leaks have emerged from, IA and RASA specifically?
For IA, we're probably gonna. Again, it all depends on who we hire. Honestly, really just depends.
All right, and I'm sure people will. Also, I'm not taking requests. I'm super sorry, but with the screenshot that Itamar taking literally $21,000 worth of Robux, I'm sure people would be worried on the funding for the foundation for development and such. How's that gonna be? Is it okay?
So it's not 20 grand by the way. It's like 6 grand. But in terms of funding, I have my own funding outside of the foundation. I have like upwards like 2 to 3 million Robux, and then I have a couple thousand, USD. So I'm not really worried about funding. It just in terms of how long things will take and how long things will take to sustain itself.
Okay. Thank you for your answers. I wish you the best of luck.
I think.
Hey, Bearded, I have a couple questions from Captain Ace, who couldn't talk earlier.
Oh, yeah. So.
The first question was, how do you plan on taking SD's Discord server back as they kind of have it now?
I mean, I'm pretty sure the holder account has Discord ownership of all of the Discords, so if anything, I'll just reuse the same Discord, but, get it redone since it's probably admin abuse.
Mm-hmm. His second question was, how will the hierarchy of security department return as there are a lot more members who are experienced in the group and could be better captains?
I mean, it all depends on who we hire to lead security department.
Mm-hmm. He says, how do you feel about the community's actions on destroying all the documents and keeping them private in a server?
I mean, I'm not really worried. I understand the frustration. I understand, they let their anger out because of the split decision by Itamar. But, it'll be okay. Like, we'll make new stuff. I don't really care that shit was leaked. But in terms of like admin abuse by the O5s, that's kind of uncalled for. But at the same time, it's not because I understand why they did it. But they should have given me the chance to talk with them, work things out.
Mm-hmm. And his last question was, without the intelligence agency, how do you plan on regaining the info? What's your next step?
We're gonna have intelligence agency back and running sooner or later, so I'm not really worried about that.
Okay. And on a side note, someone else asked if all the department discords could go to the former overseers of those departments.
It depends on what Discord, because some of the O5s admin abuse and they don't deserve it, and some of them do. So I'm not really too worried about Discord ownership.
Yeah. We are still recreating every Discord though, correct?
Yeah, we're gonna reuse the same Discord but remake it and fix the
I
terms and whatnot.
wouldn't see it as a problem to give it back to them after we
Yeah.
have recreated said
I
Discords.
gave MTF their Discord back because they have a lot of memories in there, and I respect that.
All right. That's all that I have at the moment.
I'll do like one more, then we'll add things.
Can you re-invite CWM 12601? They were in here earlier, but got removed for some reason, despite
sure.
being muted.
Invite.
Alrighty. So some of my questions have been asked, but I'm just gonna rehash them. And then I'll get to my new ones. So going back to the dev work. So one of my questions was, and I think this was asked earlier. So what was your plan on transparency regarding MAD development, site releases, things like that, dev work, Discord notifications, etc. So what's your plan for getting what MAD does and getting what you want to do in your plan to sending it to everyone, like just getting it out there? Because I'm just going to use the term formal administration had major problems with this.
Yeah.
So how's that going to work?
So the plan is we're going to, be more transparent. We're going to be communicating with the community more, like asking for their input, giving them teasers, testing the game themselves. We're going to do all of that instead of being, discreet and kind of, not as public as the last MAD was. So we're going to try and be better.
I'm going to skip my DEA question because that was asked twice. So my question was regarding the O5s and the AA you've been talking about. So what's your definition of AA? Because we worked with these people for years. Considering this is all brought about due to anger and whatnot, can we get an idea of like who exactly got banned and what for? So, or like, and how is that appeal process is gonna how is that appeal process gonna work if they even want to rejoin this after all of it?
For an example, mass accepting people into the groups, deleting all the channels in the Discord, purging the Discord, stupid shit like that. Like people who've done that, they're not going to be appealable because it's kind of a shitty thing to do. For an example, Gia, one of the O5 members, she's not coming back, and then whoever was the level 4 that purged like 7,000 members, they're not coming back. But that's basically
Okay. Next question about short-term stuff, and I know it's still all over the place because 24-hour transfer. So to get this straight, Area 14 is broken, and Nova is months out from being actually released, from what I've seen from the released documentation and leaked stuff. So to get the short-term timeline straightened out, it's just patch Area 14, get the Discords up and running, and re-engineering a new site with scpf assets. Is that the game plan?
So basically, in terms of development and what we're going to be doing, we're going to be fixing Area 14 since it's probably going to be an easy fix, and then we're going to have a lot of developers so we can shift focus on both Site 17 revamp and the new SRP site that we're going to be releasing, Nexus. And in terms of how long it'll take, I'm not really sure because we're not going to be reusing any of the assets. They're going to be all original, so it'll take some time, but we'll showcase it throughout the time and stuff like that.
Okay. And I got one more thing from Jacob. I know it was brought up earlier, but some of the Discord deleting Discord channels were trying to like cover up personal information and things like highly sensitive stuff like that. So is that going to be like appealable? Is that going to be allowed? Or
that in terms of how extreme admin abuse was, like if they were deleting personal things, sure, I don't really care about. But when it comes to like deleting an entire Discord, like things that don't have private information in it, I don't understand why you would even waste your time on that. Like admin abusing in the first place. So those people who do that are probably not gonna be welcome back. But if it's like something minor, then sure, they can come back.
Yeah, I think you might want to bring back Jacob because he's bringing back a couple of points, and I want him to talk for himself. Jacob the 05.
I don't see him. He has to request.
Raise your hand, Jacob.
Yeah.
I'll mute myself.
Yo.
What's up?
Yeah, I just wanted to mention again, these Discords have been around for quite a long time, and there's been a lot of people in them. People who might not be able to delete their stuff anymore. People who aren't there. There is no telling how much personal information was in certain Discords. Like, I know I personally have sent pictures of myself in MTF off topic because I was comfortable, because I trusted the people in MTF then and there, and future people also. However, seeing new random people that we have no idea who they are come in is not fair to have that personal information out there, which is why a vast amount of channels were deleted. We did not have time to go through and sift through years of channels. We did not know what was happening.
Yeah. No, I understand where you come from, and like I'm fine with that. I don't care about that. I understand, and that's totally right to do. But there's like, for an example, like deleting channels that don't have any personal information, or like deleting Discords entirely, just for the sole of admin abusing and not deleting personal information. There's a big difference. So the people who actually like hardcore admin abuse, or people who were doing it to delete their personal information, those people are fine. But the admin abusers are not fine.
Fair enough. I also want to bring up, though, however, no Discords were deleted. We didn't have access to do that. That's only available to the owner of a Discord.
I mean, like channels and whatnot, and roles
yeah.
and all that.
Also, there was an entire 24 hours where channels might have been deleted. Someone wanted me to bring that up. A lot of chaos has come from both the transfer and the fact that the group was supposed to be shutting down.
Yeah.
Every department Discord was at that time already chaos. I had invited previous MTF into the MTF Discord because you weren't here. Obviously, it was before all of that, and I know that other Discords did that as well. So it's kind of unfair to say that they were AA'd because the group was supposed to be shut down. We had been bringing chaos because we thought, oh, the group's supposed to be shut down. Inviting people and let's make this, let's make that. And anything relevant in the Discords to them was already chaotic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then same with the groups. Like when I found out, I was taking pictures with a bunch of people, letting them into MTF because we wanted to take a big picture with all the old MTF. So I invited all of them, and then people were like, "Oh, I want to be in MTF. I want to be in MTF." And I was just like, "Fuck it, let's let people into MTF."
Yeah, I mean, I don't care if you do that. That's fine with me. I understand that everything was so abrupt, and you guys didn't have any clarification from itamar, like the council and whatnot. So I understand what you guys did, but there's some people who went to a different level of extent, like purging the main Discord, group admin abuse, shit like that. Like, I don't know if I can, forgive people for doing that. But in terms of deleting Discord channels for personal information, like, yeah, that's fine. I don't care. I understand that. Like, I'm chill with that.
That's all I wanted to bring up. There was just a lot of talk about AA. I wanted to really clarify what was happening.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think the last.
so-
sorry.
Oh.
Oh, go ahead, Chris.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I think the last thing I had is a lot of the Discords went in like self-defense mode for the whole 8 to 12 hours. We thought it was all dying, and you came in. So a lot of Discords were just making random roles, unbanning people that were getting banned, like archiving all the channels and then unarchiving them. So it was a mess. So, and it's like still a mess. So would it be possible to get, like, even though it has no bearing on it any this scpf anymore because you're remaking them, is it possible to, even though they're banned, give the Discords to the respective overseers of those departments because of what is there, and it's just sentimental at this point?
It all really depends on the overseer. Like, for some people who, like, some of the overseers that really admin abuse and not just doing, deleting personal shit from their Discord, like, they're not getting anything. But in terms of like people who didn't do anything wrong and just want it for their memories and whatnot, sure, I'll give it to them because I'm not really too concerned with Discords. They're remakeable.
Alrighty, I think that's all I got. So I'll shut up.
All right.
Have a good day, guys.
Thank you. All right, we'll just do one last one with Chris. What's up?
Well, my question was going to be a more or less serious one, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right. So I was wondering if you knew the Muffin Man.
That's our final question.
That's our final.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the best final question ever.
Yeah.
You know the Muffin Man.
Yes. Do you know the Muffin Man?
Yeah, I know the Muffin Man.
No
Okay, hot.
fucking shot.
Chris,
Yes.
how's TSH doing? You still running?
TSH is doing very well. Thank you for asking. How are you?
Good. Pretty good. Well,
Good.
aside from being called a pedophile, but other than that, pretty good.
What? This guy's
Sound like a villain.
All right,
No,
Bearded, do you want to answer any more questions?
Actually, yeah, I want to ask Yo-Yo because his neck was broken.
God, it's 12:30 a.m.
Okay. Does my mic work?
Yeah.
Okay. My first question was, what will happen to MTF since all the task force were nuked?
The documents and Discord will be revamped. The admin abuse that happened on the groups will be reverted. But in terms of the new 05, it's gonna be determined by me and Tiger. So we'll just have to see for that.
And I kind of have the same question for SD because everyone was ranked cadet.
Yeah, same thing applies. We're just gonna have to manually fix the group admin abuse.
Okay, and one last one. 100k Packers rise up! 100k Packers rise up! 100k.
Huh.
I accidentally disconnected him instead of moving him out, but that's
What
okay.
is it with people and Packers? I swear to God.
I don't know. It's like a cult.
All right. Well,
All right. Well,
any
anyway, thank you
questions
guys
that
for being
didn't get
candid. Thank you for answering all these questions. I feel like I can say that this QA was exactly what the SCPF needed in order to diffuse the tension that was sort of mounting up ever since you joined. So thank you for hosting this.
I think this is exactly what we needed to do. I agree.
I'm going to be releasing a document sometime today, and
Oh, no.
be posting teasers about development sometime this week.
Yeah, and if anybody else has any questions, our DMs are always open. So.
Hey, Bearded, did you open your DMs?
No.
Okay, maybe not. Maybe not Bearded.
Contact Valuto. Or Tiger. Valuto or Tiger.
Yeah, myself or Tiger, our DMs are open.
Feel free to spam ping Bearded every time you need him inside of the main Discord. He'll respond within about 2 hours.
Don't do that.
He'll respond within 2 hours. Sometimes his response times vary. Sometimes he'll respond to your questions within 5 hours. Depends how he's feeling. Also, I DM'd you a couple of other questions. It's only been an hour though, don't worry, you've still got 4 hours to go. Overall though, great Q&A.
Alright, guess that's it, to be honest. Yeah. Just gonna delete this, and we'll probably do another Q&A sometime.
Can we end on a packing note? Can we get some?
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna let everyone join VC.
Oh god.
Oh god, no.
Wait, let everyone join what? The speaking?
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah. Okay.
Everyone, send a request. Oh, just start inviting everyone.
Yes,
we
sir.
go. Alright.
So I was wondering.
Okay.
Do you know to my game pass I spent in area 14? What happened to my game pass? What happened to my game pass that I spent on area 14? Please, sir, what happened?
Join 100.
You're a pedophile.